is your girl Queen Dee Dee. Yep, still in the same space with Dee Dee Said It. I've been waiting to come back to this particular video. Something was scaring me away from this video. It even had me to where I went to doubting myself. I got to a space where I was like, I don't know about this. I said, I'm a powerhouse. They just don't know me yet. So I came across this video after I posted the video about Cam Newton, and I think her name is Dr. Cheyenne, when they did the interview with him with the 8 kids and having them all over the place with different baby moms. And this lady went in and she was very professional about it, and she even said to him, with all due respect. But I came across this particular video, and within the first 30 seconds of it, I couldn't watch anymore. I couldn't watch any more of it because, I don't know, it was something about him. I didn't even know who Corey Holcomb was. Still don't need to. It was something about his lip. I said, he's a big flip. He's sassy. He's a sassy one, isn't he? So I'm going to let you listen into some of this with me. And I'm going to see if I had a different opinion, or did you have a different opinion? Let's just watch some of this. This is coming from the PP Group Network. 3.8 thousand people liked it. 122 viewed it. They have 49.4 thousand. 122,000 people viewed it. They have 49,000 subscribers. And it says, titled, Corey Holcomb goes off on struggle doctor for giving marriage advice as a single woman. I'm not sure why all of that had to be said like that. All she did was give her advice. Okay.
Dr. Bryant?
Light skinned lady, brown skin.
She was on Zoe's show with me one day.
Oh, I don't know.
Pretty.
Yeah, she was pretty. She was pretty. You seen this interview?
No, I ain't seen the interview, but I know who she is. She's like a psychologist or something like that, yeah.
That's what she said. That's what she said, right there.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that one.
She cold.
Dr. Bryant. I was right.
A very educated, a very attractive woman out of 41 years have not met Mr. Right. That's enough time to find a lot of things out. And yet, no kids, single. Are women's expectations unrealistic?
No, I'm gonna say, like I said, Nick, the question shouldn't be why isn't a woman of age, of success, of a certain caliber.
Doctor of what? Who you think you're talking to? See, I ain't stupid. I'm not stupid. I know how life really works. It's people capping about what they're a doctor of. I did the research a little bit, and you gonna have to show me, what are you a doctor of? People be getting these degrees. I'm a pastor. I had to pay the little fee.
Well, they didn't talk about it on the show.
Like $200.
No, nobody asked her, what are you a doctor of? And where did you graduate to get this alleged doctorate?
You said the same school Dr. Dre.
Because, right, she's a Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is more of a doctor than she is.
Ruthless Records International School of
I mean, like, I'm not stupid. You can't put an online degree in my face and think I'm not going to do the research of it. I don't like when people perpetrate doctor. I'm a doctor. Yeah, right. Doctor of what?
Doctor of love.
She might be legit though. You want to have her come on the show?
She'll bust down.
Single people can't coach relationship people. When I asked you, do you have healthy marriages that you've seen, witnessed,
Yes.
been a part of,
Yes.
or admired?
But my admiration doesn't go as far as I would want that. No, I don't want anything that somebody else is. I want to help them have more of the good stuff.
Okay.
A lot of people think that, you know, and it's not wrong. I get it. You know, a single woman or even a woman with no kids, how can she coach or therapy a woman who is a mother? Or a single woman, how can she coach or therapy or help or be a psychologist with people who are having marital
But
issues?
You're single.
I'm single.
Okay.
Yes, I'm single. People come to me who are married. I'm helping each of them. And so when people come to me married, they're coming to me like this. And so I'm not counseling married couples. I'm counseling individuals who are coming with so many issues within themselves that they married on paper, but they ain't never even had a chance to be married mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, intellectually in any way.
People want to you. That's all you are is, you see how you dress? Like I'm just saying, do you think you're gonna get doctor respect from an intelligent man if you dress like that? And your history on the internet that I ain't even got to bring up, but I will throw it out there. Because we know we know, yeah. Your history on the internet. Doctor of what? I just want to put that out there. You can't come to me and tell me you a doctor and not tell me doctor of what? Well, where'd you get your doctorate? Because I want to research what you're talking about. All because you said you're a doctor. If you say you're a doctor, I'm going to find out where you got your doctorate from. And I know you don't want me to tell people the stuff that's been researched on that. Because she is, even though that's a lot of makeup, but she's, people root for her. Now, let me tell you something, man. Women are given grace.
You said, like, literally, there's been 4 times that you almost went down the altar. And
I almost went down.
yeah. Why hasn't it worked? And whose fault is it? Because you've been talking about accountability. Why hasn't it worked for you?
For the first few, I was low functioning and I was still in my healing journey. And so I law of attracted low functioning.
Lord Jesus.
That happened all 4 or just the first?
The first, I would say like the first 2 or 3.
2,
Definitely low functioning of myself.
How were you low functioning that found things that where you thought this was your match, this was your person?
I take accountability. It was my fault because I knew all of them were not my person. I attract good men, but I wasn't in the space of being ready to marry them. But I needed them to be good for me, Nick, because I needed something good to be reflected on me for my healing journey.
What does it say?
That she's a psychologist.
Okay, so show me where you got your doctorate. You can't run up to a real man and run script on me. I'm not listening to you. I'm looking at you when you talking. I don't see doctor. I don't see discipline to go home and get this done. I don't see that. I see bust down. I see bust down. And the internet that she has exposed herself to shows bust down. That's a doctor? Who's that? That's her?
Yeah.
That's a doctor. Do you really think a doctor move like that? That ain't got no doctor move. I'm finna get my doctorate. I'm gonna show you how you get one. You can get it online.
It's a sign of the times, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, doctors aren't looking
She
like
bad
they
though,
used to.
man.
A doctor, you saying a doctor is
I don't know. I'm just saying.
not against you, I'm saying.
I'm saying if it's true and we're seeing it.
So you think a woman who went out and did what she had to do to become a doctor is gonna do that online?
She doing it. I
See,
guess. I
when
don't know.
you a doctor, you want your respect as a doctor. You don't want people to be
It's
like,
like your
oh, look at that right there. When you done went out and put in the work to get a doctor, to be this doctor.
That's all, folks.
Right.
You know what? He's stupid, Craig. He does.
I don't know doctors who move like that. This is the riffraff. I went to say, that's where you got your doctorate? Where is your doctorate from? University of Phoenix. So you're saying she has a doctorate, the online doctorate at University of Phoenix. Yeah. Online, right? Yeah. Think I ain't I'm gonna get me a doctorate.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. University of Phoenix, man. That's a shot right there.
That's
shot
cappage.
her. Yeah, I mean
That's cappage.
Didn't they close down?
Greetings, you polite savages, and welcome to another Tip Talk.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies and gentlemen of Polite Savages, you are now about to witness tales that will anchor feminists and modern women alike. As always, the only thing we guarantee is to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bitter pill, but you have to be quiet and take your medicine. So there's nothing left to do but get on into it. So are you ready? Let's go.
Some kind of deficit without daddy being there.
The fact that he doesn't understand the concept of you still have a broken home because you decided to procreate with.
So in this section, he's only letting these men know that you guys are knuckleheads. You need to get it together. You know, there's a bunch of black queens out there, and Cam Newton, stop spreading your bad sperm to everybody. Have a baby, but stay under the same roof. The end.
All
that on the whims of her emotion. Can't switch it up on him one day, take him to court, hire the best lawyers with his money being paid for her lawyers.
Yeah.
When there is a transaction here where it's like, okay, even if I'm low functioning, what picks up my slack is the ability to be high value.
There you go.
She won't go to the depths of understanding, like, yo, even though I have a high functioning man,
okay,
if he doesn't provide value, then that function will run its course. Because if you're dealing with a high function and a high value woman, those things will then need that matched.
We're told all the time to be the best that we can be. We're told all the time that we need to work on ourselves. We need to get our money up. We need to be smart. We need to be leaders.
Certain
100%.
100%. She will. Especially if she has certain criterions that she knows most men of her age won't meet.
I was confused by this story. I was so confused by this story until honestly, I had to come back to it. I had to come back. I had to regroup, because sometimes you can't just jump in the water even when a life jacket is present. You got to sit back, because you got to always remember that the ocean is bigger than you. The ocean bigger than you. I don't care how many life jackets you got on. The ocean is bigger than you. So sometimes what you got to think before you go in the ocean, you got to think, what am I going to do if something happens to me while I'm out there? I can't drink up all that water. I might not need to go out there, because if I go out there, I might not come back. The thing of it is, if it's something that you really wanted to do, you're going to take a risk and you're going to take a chance, and you're going to go out there anywhere because it's something that you really want to do, and you feel like you can conquer it, and you feel like you could beat it, and you feel like you've defeated it, and when you get back, you're like, I knew I could do it, and it make you want to go there again. I could not put this together. I know some people say, why? It was so easy. No, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy putting this together. It wasn't easy putting this together because I told you in another video, I was so intimidated. I got to a point, I even talked to 2 people. And I said, listen, I don't think I could do this. I said, because they're going to eat me to pieces. And I might not be strong enough for this. I thought I wasn't strong enough for it, but maybe I am. I don't know. But I want to get back to this, because I'll be said like that. All she did was give her advice. Okay.
Dr. Bryant?
Light skinned lady, brown skin.
She was on his own show with me one day.
Oh, I don't know.
Pretty.
Yeah, she was pretty. She was pretty. You seen this interview?
Nice.
that right there, it's still kind of bothering me, and there's something about it that makes me want to say something, because he said light-skinned woman, pretty woman, and the guy Corey Holcomb said, yeah, she a pretty woman. She was a pretty woman. So I think this is where I'm about to get started at, because she gave some sort of marriage advice, or because she may have did something that you didn't agree that she should have done, you couldn't even just really own the fact that this black woman is pretty. I'm confused at that. I was so confused and conflicted, because I didn't understand, what did apples have to do with this car? If she was over here and she spoke with someone about one thing, why, when the question was posed, light-skinned woman, pretty woman, why couldn't it just be, yeah, she's a pretty woman? Why did, right there, to me, it started like a bit of what's really going on here? Why couldn't you just say that she was pretty? It may not seem like as much, ladies, but you got to start looking at the behavior. You got to look at the narcissistic behavior of a lot of men. That was narcissistic. He was being like, it seems pointless for me to say that, but something about it, it's not resonating as to why this. It's almost like, why did the punishment have to fit the crime, or how did the punishment fit the crime? Y'all know how I am.
She in an interview, but I know who she is. She's like a psychologist or something like that. Yeah.
That's what she said. That's what she said right there.
I haven't seen her.
She cold.
Dr. Bryant. I was right.
A very educated, a very attractive woman out of 41 years have not met Mr. Right. That's enough time to find a lot of things out. And yet, no kids.
Yes and no. Yes and no, because at 41 years old, if she still felt like she wasn't ready, what's the problem? I see a lot of people rush into stuff at 30 years old, and they rush right out of it. And they bring down a whole house when they do it. Children, family members that started supporting you and loving you and wanting you to stay together, but you rushed into it from the beginning. So who said being married had to come with a certain age other than the legal age? If she's 40, 41 years old, she still have no children. She still have no man. She don't have a number one significant other. But why would she have to be in a rush for that? I don't get where people would say, what's wrong with you because you're this age, you're that age, and you don't have any children and you're not married. I sometimes in my eyes, I love my children. I love my life. Wish that there was things that I could change. But in the same breath, if I had the opportunity like she has, I probably would have went down the same road, which honestly was my intent. I just got turned away. I wasn't planning on having children at all. I'm going to be honest with you. Truth. I wasn't planning on having kids because I know this type of world is not the world that I didn't like the way I came up. So I really didn't want to bring kids in the world and make my heart have to break down even more. It was already broken. Young kid, it was broken. It was broken for me. So I don't understand why, if she's 41 years old, she's not hurting and harming. She's not being neglectful. If anything, she's neglecting herself. But is she neglecting herself? She's making her choices. She chose her career. You got to give up something. She chose her career over finding love and being bogged down in a family in these moments. Let's keep watching.
Are women's expectations unrealistic?
Why would a woman's expectations be unrealistic if she's the one that set them? If she set those expectations, then there was something realistic about it, because in her real head, this is what she was expecting. Why? Because a woman have her certain standards, because a woman have a certain way that she like to do things, because a woman have certain things that she may or may not have been manifesting or have manifested. Whatever it is about her, those was the standards that she kept. But I don't know, why would those expectations be unrealistic? Because I have a few right now, and if I tell you out loud what they are, I guarantee you're going to tell me it's unrealistic. Especially with my age, so they say. I'm very confused as to why, when a woman have a mind and they have expectations and they have goals and they're wanting to be financially stable so they don't have to be dependent, I don't understand why she have to be beat to a pulp because of that. I'm not getting that. It seems like there's some hypocrisy going on. It seems like there's some contradictions going on. And it seems like there's some male chauvinistic pigs that are worse than the white man that enslaved them. Submissive cats. Something is wrong. But I'm going to keep going.
I'm going to say, like I said, the question shouldn't be, why isn't a woman of age, of success, of a certain caliber?
And when a woman starts showing how strong she is, when a woman starts showing that I don't need you in these areas, but I need you in so many other places, can we connect on that level? Because this is the bond that I'm looking for with a man that can connect with me by looking at me, by smelling me, by seeing how I dress, by seeing how I'm speaking to them, by learning how to help tear down my walls. Why is it that our black men don't want to see that? They really want to see, they don't even really want to see black women. They really want to see Caucasian women. And I'm wondering, is it that they want to see Caucasian women because they know us black women, or the black women back in the days, were raped by white men? It was taken from them even when the black man had to look at them and watch it. And is that why they're going for white women? That's a way of being empowered again. That's a way of feeling like, hey, I can't control the white man, so I'll control his woman. I'll control the white women. I can't get nowhere with this black woman. Why? She's too strong for me. Let's keep going. Instead of them giving the right due diligence and the respect to this lady, they start clowning around in the background. Look at all of this right here. Clowns. Because they think it's a joke. They think it's a joke. That's why they've been beat up so bad. They don't have anything else to do but beat up on one that they think they can handle when they come to social media, because they can't handle us in the houses because they don't know how to treat us. That happens when they're enslaved in their heads and they're submissive to other men. That's what these men do. They get on social media and then they get submissive. All of them, they're submissive. They run behind Kevin Samuels because Kevin Samuels learned how to get in their head. That was their new mom. Because Kevin Samuels, he said it best. He said, men don't win off facts. They win off optics and emotions. But they didn't pay attention to the next sentence, though. The next sentence in that 55-second video, it also said, men, guys, our soft skills suck. And you still never learned your soft skills. You want me to tell you why? You never learned your soft skills because you were going back to a man to be taught them over again. A man's soft skills were taught from his mom. I don't care what you say. They weren't taught from being in the streets. They weren't taught from their daddy. To learn soft skills, you have to come back to a woman. But then to understand how strong a woman is, bear a child. That makes us the strongest species that walks this earth. And if we want to go deeper into the conversation, let me tell you why so many black men are intimidated by us black women. Thank you, Afro Think Take. The reason why so many black men are intimidated by us black women, they can't have a child like we can. Checkmate, you're not stronger than me. Pick that spit up off the ground and let's see who's the strongest. I don't care how many cars you pick up, you cannot have a baby. I'm still the strongest woman that walked this earth. There's so many things that I can tell you as to why we're stronger than a man. Especially you black men. One of the other reasons why we're stronger as a black woman race is because, do y'all really not understand how white men crave us? White men crave you black queens. Why do you think they had to rape our ancestors to get it? That's why white women are so envious of us. They don't have the voice that we have to carry it to the end. And they know they don't. That's why white men really look up to black women. They call us loud. I'm very loud when I want to be. They call us all kind of names. But what you didn't pay attention to, if I can get the prostitutes and the hookers to stand up, how many white men pay y'all? Please. You think that's it? That's not it. What makes us so powerful as a third race black woman, we're stronger than black men because who is the true enemy of a black man? Who is the true enemy of a black man? I bet you don't know. Hey, but I do. The true enemy of a black man, they're submissive to a white man. They can't bring them down. So what they do is they turned against the strongest power that stand, and that's a black woman. They turn against us because they can't take a white man down the way a black woman can. A white man crave you black women. I don't care how he don't want to show you in public. He'll always want you. Just why do you think people are always talking about black women? Why are we not millionaire and billionaires by now? We should be paid every time they use us in any of their analogies. We should be paid anytime they use us as picking cotton fields and all kind of stuff they always use. Ancient mama with the do-rag on her head. We are always used. You should Google it. Black women are the ones that they're always talking about. We supersede all of it, including men. They racially profile our men, yeah. But that's just it. Oh, they're thugs, yeah. But guess what else? They racially profile black women even way more. From, oh, she was loud. Oh, she was ghetto. Oh, she was dramatic. Oh, she was this. Or she was that. They don't give, when they titling off what black men are doing, they don't talk about them as bad as they talk about us as black women. Then they want to talk about the fact that we have taken care of our kids. They want to talk about the fact that we're in the projects. Why are we not making money every time they use us in any of their stories? Why are we not making money every time they use us in any of their analogies? Why aren't we making money anytime the white woman have a problem with us? Why aren't we making money anytime the black man have to get on social media and dog and trash us even though he still need us in his bed? Why? I'm confused. I got you, Dr. Cheyenne. I'm confused. But what they'll do instead, when they find other queens that walk in the building, sit down, take the throne, and then ask him, would you like to have a seat? If not, you can still stand. They get intimidated. You're supposed to. Now, go wipe your nose. Dry your eyes, you're crying. I don't need you to go along with me, men. I don't need that. I hear y'all out there. Why are you so intimidated by us? Why? The one that you should be going after, black men, why don't y'all team up together and go after a white man and bring him down? I see all of you supporting Trump. I see all of you on your social media sites saying vote MAGA. Y'all pull together and stay strong then. Why don't y'all pull together when he's taking things out of your mouth like money? Why don't you do those type of things then? Why don't you ask him to come into some of the black communities and see what's really going on and see where all the funding and all the grant money and stuff is supposed to be going in those black communities, but they still find a way to get them in the white homes. I'm not understanding it. Y'all always want to run to Becky because y'all feel Becky get y'all to the top. But why when Becky get y'all asses put in jail, why do you come back to the black community and especially the black women? Because half of your black men don't even like to vote. Who do you think the percentage is of standing in voting lines? It's not men, it's women. There's more women that go and vote than there are men. So instead of you getting on social media bashing women and you want women to flow with you and go with you, what you should have did was maybe you should start respecting them. Start putting some respect on us. Stop disrespecting us on social media. And then maybe you might be able to convince them of something. But instead, you'd rather be disrespectful. Did you think I needed to finish this clip? I really don't. I really brought the point to you that I'm trying to make. Black women, you got the power. You got the power to control a lot of things. Even a white man. You got the power to control a lot of things, even the white man. What's the problem? Get out of this it's a slave man mentality. You have the power to control a lot of things. We are the most hated race, gender on this earth. And now you can understand why. Because you got the power. Whether you believe it or not, don't let these white men fool you. Don't let them think they don't like the fact that you're strong. They like the fact that you're outspoken. They like the fact that you can get them in bed and whoop them. They like the fact that they don't have to make decisions. They like the fact that when they fall, they know you got them. Speak to some of the white men. I'm not getting you to go white nothing. I'm only telling you why the black men don't like you. The ones that don't. And it's a whole lot of them. And don't think just because they're in your bed that they're not one of them. What they do is they'll keep it undercover, because you heard what Kevin Samuel said. Men they don't win off facts. They win off optics and emotions. But their soft skills suck. But he also said that women love cheating men. But he know a black woman will fight him to the end on that. So they don't have another outage to go and say something about it and disrespect you and get it off their chest until they go up under their daddy. The submissive ones. Sassy cats. They so sassy. Y'all some sassy men. Childish.
Doctor of what?
Why does that matter? Why did it matter whether or not she was a doctor? Because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor at all. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. So because she is a doctor, but I'm not a doctor, neither one of us are allowed to say to him, you're having babies all around the place with different women. She don't care about him being married. Married is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. You had this whole thing panned out as if she focused on him being married. She didn't care about him being married. What she said was, where you're doing wrong in society right now, you're having children all over the place and you're not present in the home because your kids need to see you every day. Why didn't you get on Cam Newton for that? Why would you make that a joke? Why wouldn't you even say to your friend Cam Newton, if he even know you, why wouldn't you say, man, you got to stop this. You can't have these kids all over the place like that, man. Or dog, like y'all say. Cat. Why don't you build a house big enough for all of them, at least be on the same platform so they'll know each other and don't go to dating each other? Because as that generation started going down, first cousin, second cousin, grandniece, uncle, brother, all that stuff right there, here it is, your brother. Why didn't y'all give that type of advice? Why is she getting beat up because she said to him, you're having kids all over the place with different women? What was wrong with that advice, with or without a degree? I don't have one, and I still said the same thing. She had one, and she still said the same thing. Why is her degree in question right now? I thought that was everybody's opinion, that he should not have kids like this, and they're all over the place. So why did she get beat to a pulp? Was it for likes? Was it for... Y'all got 122,000 views on this video. You got 49,000 subscribers. What did you do this for? It was for the money again, I see. It's always for the money. And these are the channels that you have your sassy, submissive men following. Why did we have to go in on her degree? Her degree had nothing to do with right or wrong. But I tell you what you would have did, though. Had that been her interviewing Bonquita and them, and Bonquita had 5 or 6 children from 4 or 5 baby daddies, you would have had a different thing to talk about, and it wouldn't have been about her degree. So why did we have to turn and make this about a degree? Again, was it for the money? And then you didn't want to even give her accolades. If she's a beautiful black queen, then you couldn't even tell her she was a beautiful black queen. Because you had a reason to keep this banter up. You had a reason. Now you had to go into show. But I guarantee you, if you met her, You will be smiling like a cheese eating old Uncle Tom ass Billy Goat. Yeah, you know, I seen you. Yeah, I ain't really mean it like that. No, these not veneers, boo-boo. Not veneers. All mine. All of You are a narcissist. You're a hypocrite. And you're a black Nazi. And I'm dropping the mic. This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee, with Dee Dee Said It. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, get to know me.